I've been in this business like 70 years.
Hello.
Hi, Zadie. How are you doing?
I'm just about waking up.
Oh, boy.
I lie down for a while.
I was very blasé about it. I was never impressed.
Is it okay if we do a bit of a phone interview? And
I met a lot of top-notch
Well,
guys.
It all depends if I'll be able to hear it.
That didn't inflate my ego or anything.
You ever heard the word program? My father left without us. I mean, he just came to look over the lay of the land, and then he brought us across.
Up until the point where I started to venture into becoming a professional musician, all of these things, they weren't really ever things that I knew about you before then.
There's a lot I don't know about me, so don't worry about it.
How did I get into playing music? Well, my father gave me violin lessons.
Just very casually, maybe I mentioned somebody's name like Paul Bley, and then he said, "Oh, you mean Buzzy Bley?" And I was like, "Buzzy Bley? Who's Buzzy
I
Bley?"
had to go to Jewish school, which we called
Basically, yeah, we pieced it together that
Heyday.
the boy that my Zeta knew as Buzzy Bley was Paul Bley. Then at first it sort of was a novelty to me because you also told me some very funny stories about how you used
We
to
made fun of him. He wasn't one of our favorite, I'll tell you that.
hilarious. It's still funny today, to hear this, because the contrast is so stark.
He's that great?
He is, yes.
I can't put it.
Yeah. I understand they're just things that happened. You needed a trumpet player and he was available.
We needed a substitute for New Year's Eve.
My father was a very good musician. And my mother
And we used to
was,
rehearse for an hour before we played. So they asked me, "So, did you get anybody?" I had a rough time, but I got somebody. I said, Izzy Lifshitz. Izzy Lifshitz. Yeah.
I don't know why he chose Canada.
Oh!
His brothers recommended Montreal, I guess.
When Maynard came walking in with his trumpet he carried in the bag under his arm, they started switching the music around. The fourth guy gave it to the second guy, and the trumpet said, well, the second trumpet somehow sings all the solos, most of them, and they wanted to give him all the solos. He played like, I don't know, he played like Maynard Ferguson. I did not look at them as higher than me. I was the boss, first of all. And I never made it sound like I was a boss. That's why I used to keep an orchestra for 14 years. My friends tell me I take after my grandson. I say the only difference is he's a musician. And what was that you played? It sounded like a rhythm machine. And now you were doing this.
Oh, well, probably what I was doing was manipulating a record.
But you created a rhythm.
Yeah, I was playing rhythms with it.
With the orchestra.
Yeah.
That was very, very nice.
Thanks.
Because
Thank you.
I didn't know where it was coming from, and then I saw your hands moving to the rhythm of what I heard.
Right.
I was very amazed. Proud? That's not the word. Not the much.
I think maybe I'd mentioned, I heard that Maynard Ferguson passed away, and then you would say,
I played with him.
I played with him, and it's like, really? Well, it's the first I hear of it.
It's actually Hyman Bley.
Yeah, his real name is Hyman Bley.
Not Paul or not Buzzy.